Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. So today I wanted to make a video all on pranayama, what it is and how we can use this really powerful dharmic healing tool, this really simple actually and powerful dharmic healing tool to help us feel very nourished and filled with vital life force energy, which will in turn help us deepen our spiritual practice and contribute again to our overall wellness, which is really the essence of so much of what dharmic healing is about and the spiritual awakening journey is about. So pranayama is a Sanskrit term, of course, that combines two kind of words. So we have prana, of course, being vital life force energy. Many of you guys might have heard of prana. You hear of so many people saying, I'm breathing in some really nice prana today, or I'm eating a prana-rich diet. So prana is essentially vital life force energy, which is going to be the subtle element of vata dosha. So it combines prana with ayama, which is essentially a form of extension, if you will. I feel like you hear so much about breath work in today's modern kind of spiritual communities, which is amazing. There are people who have entire careers dedicated to breath work and helping people optimize their overall vitality and wellness. Well, pranayama really is the original form of breath work. You can kind of look at it that way. It's been around for so long. It was originally mentioned in the Yoga Sutras, and it's actually the fourth kind of limb of yoga in the Yoga Sutras. And there are so many different kinds of pranayama as well. So it's not just very specific to just like, here's the only kind of pranayama. There are actually many different kinds. And in dharmic healing, we actually tailor unique forms of pranayama towards a person's individual dosha. For instance, an individual with a pitta dosha, which has a lot of that fire element, would do a lot better with a cooling form of pranayama such as shitali, because this is really going to help cool the body down, kind of cool and relax the nervous system, right? And an individual with a lot of kind of the air and space element, such as a vata dosha, might do a lot better with a grounding one, like, a brahmari. Maybe a kapha dosha would do better with like an energizing one, such as a Kapalabhati. So there are so many different kinds of pranayama that we experiment with, which is what I love so much. It's really a whole world of breath work. And once you really get into it and explore all the different kinds, you can really find one that suits you the best, and you can incorporate it into your spiritual practice and your yoga practice. And of course, yoga, it's not just asana. There are, many different limbs of yoga. So I love adding it on and incorporating it into my spiritual practice. So that's why I felt like it deserved a whole video, just to explain a little more on what it is and how we can utilize it. And just a little on the 5 pranas, which govern the different physiological and energetic functions within the body. You can kind of look at this as falling within the umbrella of pranayama as a whole. So we have what's called the 5 pranas, and understanding what each one does might be a little helpful to understand the overall framework of pranayama as a whole and how exactly it goes about nourishing the body. Because it's not just a form of, breathing and that's it. We just breathe and maybe we feel a little better. It actually helps nourish the tissues, nourish, our overall vital essence from within. When you really understand Ayurveda, how it works, nourishing the ojas, for instance, you really begin to understand how exactly pranayama benefits the body. So we have prana, which is responsible for the intake of oxygen and vital life force energy in the body. Next, we have Apana, which is the downward eliminating prana, and it's essentially responsible for the elimination of toxic waste from the body. Again, this is a really key component to Ayurveda. Next, we have Samana, which is the balancing prana and is responsible for the digestion and assimilation of food. Next, we have Udana, which is the upward moving prana, and it's responsible for the expression of energy through speech, thought, and emotion. Next, we have Vyana, which is really the all-pervading prana and is responsible for the circulation of blood and energy throughout the body. So prana essentially helps move through and nourish the three main energy channels in the body: the Ida Nadi, the Pingala Nadi, and the Sushumna Nadi. The Ida Nadi is associated with the left nostril, which governs feminine energy, and the Pingala Nadi is associated with the right nostril, and that governs masculine energy. And the Sushumna Nadi is the central channel where Kundalini rises. So there are really so many benefits of pranayama. Really, the benefits are endless. Pranayama helps calm the mind, reduce stress and anxiety, boost energy, and assist in your meditation practice. Again, you want to select one that is suited for your individual dosha. Each one is going to have unique benefits. There are some that maybe you don't want to do for certain things or in addition to certain, spiritual practices or sadhanas. So it's just important to understand that, how it's really not like a one size fits all. And that's really the beauty of pranayama and Ayurveda and yoga as a whole. You always want to be cautious when performing pranayama, of course, and start off with whatever you're feeling comfortable with. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I would love to help answer them. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye.